Yeah, I'm good.
All right. We have head coach Mike Jones following today's game. He'll begin with an opening statement, and we'll take questions from there.
Well, I was really impressed with how Campbell played all game long, particularly to start the game. I thought their veteran players really did a great job of playing with a lot of intention and will and confidence right from the beginning. They really put us on our heels and never let up. Right till the end. We gave up an uncharacteristic amount of smack the backboard layups, which obviously hurts. And probably the most disappointing part is the way they were able to beat us on the glass. But at the end of the day, man, certainly a lot to be proud of with our team this year. And unfortunately, it ends with a game and a performance like this. We did not play well, but I think a lot of that credit goes to Campbell.
Go ahead, Eric.
Hey, Coach, you talked about their defensive intensity, it being at a very high level from the start. Just how did that kind of put a wrinkle in your plans and trying to get any momentum going kind of early in the game?
Yeah, I thought a lot of it was self-inflicted wounds. I thought we just played too hyped up, rushing. There was a turnover right there at the end of the half where, Famir kind of fumbled it. I think he tried to throw a backdoor pass and it went out of bounds. And that's, we never throw that pass. I think Q had one where he threw a lob to the rim and nobody was at the rim. I mean, it's just, there were some things there that, if it wasn't for the, game in the tournament here, a win and go home, I probably would have laughed how some of the stuff was so crazy. But it was a little bit bizarre. And I think that was, just the excitement of playing in at this point in the season for, our guys. And, we didn't handle it great. And but, hopefully we'll learn from it and improve in the future.
Go ahead, Anthony.
Hey, Mike, Anthony Romano from WDBJ. Just kind of building off that answer. I mean, obviously you guys have a young group this year. What can you learn from an experience like this? And what can you take kind of moving forward with this group, from tonight's result?
Yeah, I think in life, there are a lot of situations where you can't learn until you go through it. And, we were able to, get some great experience this year in some games we played for first place with Winthrop. And, we didn't play very well in that, most of that first game. But, if you look at our second game, we played terrific in the second game. So I think this team, the one thing they've shown is that they're going to get up off the mat, and that's something that, we found out very early in the year that we have a resilient group. We have a group that has a lot of resolve, and, we'll bounce back from situations if the event, doesn't go our way. We have a choice of how we want to respond to it to determine the outcome. And I think we have a group that is committed to doing that.
Mike, go ahead.
Yeah, Mike, this team that you face has won 9 now in a row. They much different than they hadn't lost since you guys played them. Were they much different than when you guys faced them earlier in the regular season, or just better intensity, more locked in? Was there any difference that you saw tonight?
I think when you win 9 games in a row, you have a tremendous amount of confidence. Like there's no crack in you. And, I just saw relentlessness from that team from the beginning to the end on both sides of the ball, determination. Not that they didn't have it the first time, because if you look at those games, one game was triple overtime, which is the first triple overtime I remember playing in. So anybody could have won that game at, several different occasions. And the second game was, basically a 1-2 possession game right to the end. So, other than them being more confident, and more determined, especially the way they lost those 2 games at their place to us, I knew that they would be motivated, and we just didn't match that.
And then you had the short run there, 8-0 run in less than 90 seconds, and then a minute later you're facing 20-point deficit again. Was it?
Yeah, it was a big
Lincoln,
moment.
you missed it. What did you think happened there that you guys weren't able to kind of sustain any sort of momentum?
It was a tale of the whole game. Like our concentration and focus went away. I thought we were hyped up, again, because we had cut it, and then we gave up an open 3, we gave up 2 layups, and then we gave up another open 3, and it was just like it was very frustrating at that point, because we had convinced the team that what we needed to do was 1 possession at a time, get a bucket, get a stop. And we were doing that, and then as soon as, I thought that it wasn't necessarily us completely losing focus. It was also their determination. I thought that's where it came in, where they were like, nope, we're not going to let this happen. And they ran their offense well and got the shots that they wanted.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, last question, Ryan.
Hey, Coach. Just a quick question. If you don't mind talking a little bit about, I think a bright spot of this would be Famir Ali's play. If you don't mind just talking a little about him and how he seemed like he left a lot out there on the court.
Yeah, I mean, if you noticed in the first half, we're not even in the game if he doesn't just will us. I don't know if maybe one or two other people scored, but he just willed us to stay in that game, and that shows you that's him in a nutshell. I mean, he's just a tough dude, man. He's a competitor. He's got a lot of Carlik Jones in him, where he's not afraid of any big moment. He's going to come and compete. The bigger the stakes, the harder he plays, and the more ready he is. And we're just very blessed to have him as a part of our program, and certainly he has a bright future.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
Hey, can I say before I leave, Mike and Ryan and all you guys, man, really appreciate you guys showing interest in our program and covering us throughout the year, man. And it's been a really good year. This game aside, I mean, we're going to look back and feel really proud about what we accomplished, and we appreciate you guys shedding a positive light on our program.